My name is Missy Walden. I'm with the Walden team with eXp Real Estate, and I am very excited to help you guys get your act together to sell your house. There is a strategy, there are the right ways to do things, and there's some better ways to do things also. So today I want to talk to you about, there's three types of buyers that are going to come to your house. There is the buyer that's from out of town, there's the buyer that's from in town, and there is a buyer that is working with another agent. So as the agent who lists your home needs to have a strategy, and her strategy needs to make sure that she is marketing to the agents as well as to the in-town or out-of-town buyer. 80% of your buyers for your home are already going to have an agent. So those are the folks that we have to make sure that are being, everything is being marketed really more towards them. So 80% of those agents, so it won't be the listing agent, that most often will not be bringing you the buyer of your own home. It'll be an agent from another brokerage. So you have to make sure that whoever you are hiring has a plan to market to these three different types of buyers. And so there actually is a fourth type. Well, really, that's your local one. You have your brochures outside, and they come through and they pick a brochure up. That's your in-town buyer. If you market to all these, you can always tell when the agent is doing it properly. You're going to have tons of traffic, foot traffic from the other agencies. That 80% is going to bring you a buyer. So you have to make sure that the engine behind this marketing is being properly marketed online. And there's so many awesome ways now to reach out. So for our area, we have a select bunch of people that are coming from overseas. And so these are out-of-town buyers. And most of them are military or federal. So we market there's certain platforms that you're going to aim that are base related, that are for the PCS crowd that are coming into town. And then you have your in-town folks that you're going to market maybe through Facebook ads or something that are related or attached to another entity in town that can co-market together. It is just super, super important to go ahead and keep rolling forward and trying to market to the agents, to the brokerages. You have to have an agent that has a good relationship with other agents, that when they see, oh, so-and-so has this listed, this house is going to be pre-inspected, it's going to be staged, it's going to be cleaned, it's going to be a breeze to get it to the settlement table. It is also the agent's reputation that comes along with. So again, it's just you have to make sure when you're interviewing your agent that they have a strategic plan and a budget. Ask them, what's your plan? How are you going to market? How much do you spend up front? You'll be really surprised. I think we probably spend about $2,000 up front just to get the videos, to make sure that your pictures are perfect, that you're staged perfect, and to have, if we have to have drone photography or whatever, all those things come into play. That if the agent doesn't have a budget and doesn't have a plan, and they're just going to put it in the MLS and put a sign in the yard for you, it won't move as fast. I think it's also super important for you guys to make sure that when your agent is marketing in town, what's their signs? What do their signs look like? Are they putting a brochure box outside? It's old school, but that's your walker that's going to go by that maybe is living in the neighborhood that is renting, and their lease is almost up and they don't want to change schools. So make sure and ask those questions and see that the agent is going to be doing that for you. Open houses are another form of local marketing. Open houses done properly can bring you a buyer that same weekend, and they might not be with another agent, but that might help your bottom line then also. So, and then the ones that are relocating from overseas, they're a whole different reach when you do marketing. We have an actual, Dawnine Angeles is on our team. She is our marketing specialist. She's Facebook queen, and she really does help us get and reach out to the other bases and all the other people that are PCSing here. We do a lot of sight unseen buys because we take the time to go and we will visit properties that we can FaceTime our clients and make sure that they get a firsthand view at the houses and are able to go ahead and write on them. So when they come here and they PCS here, they don't have to go someplace temporary and sit for 30 to 60 days with a dog and a cat and a kid and sit in a hotel and wait to get in a home. So those are things that are just a little extra that we try to throw in that you need to make sure that your listing agent is aware of. I again too believe that it's imperative to have a local agent list your house. They know the people they know how to appeal to the people. They are passionate about the way that the community runs. They know the coffee shops, they know the schools, they know the fun and the good things, and also maybe the bad part of a neighborhood or a fast street that people roll through. It's just important to have a local agent represent you. If you guys are thinking about selling, you have any questions, you're welcome to go to visitwithmissy.com and I will be happy to answer any questions. You fill out a little form and we'll get back to you just as soon as we can and try to help you become as smart as you can about listing your home. And when you do interview agents, if you don't call us, we would love to have your business, but when you do interview agents, ask them what methods that they market to the population, because of these three subdivisions of people that are going to come see your house, local people, out of town people, and then the ones that already are with an agent waiting for you to put your home on the market, are different touches that you do make during marketing. You never know. There might be a person that's ready to downsize. That might be the population that you all need to go ahead and put most of your extra. If you're a one-level rambler and you want to sell quickly, if you push out your marketing to maybe the over 45 crowd, over 50, whatever, that are looking to downsize, you have to kind of think about the population and the demographic of which you or your home most appeals to. I think Donnie and I, that's like the one thing that we are discussing our next listing. It's like, what's the demographic? And it truly does work when you pick the right demographic. It's almost spooky. We've had a house that it was out in the country a little bit, had no HOA, had 3 levels, finished basement with a kitchen and everything down there. So we knew that we maybe needed to appeal to someone who owned their own business, that had signs on their trucks, that couldn't live in an HOA, that maybe had their mother-in-law living with, or an extended family, because the basement was something that could house a whole nother family. And it's almost spooky, but you have to be a cognizant of the people that your home is going to appeal to, and that's how you're going to market it. I think paid advertisement to different bases sometimes works also for us. And you just have to have a specialty demographic mentality, and then you target those folks. The most important things, again, your staging, your photography, you have to have a marketing plan coupled with intentional marketing. Intentional marketing targeted to sell the house, your home, maybe get multiple contracts, thus you'll have more money. You'll walk away with more money in your pocket, and you will be the one to benefit. So we have to just really think about how it is that we pick the demographic and make sure that it's done well, because I don't want to waste my money and I don't want to waste your time. And I think that it's super important that everybody just kind of thinks through from the very beginning. When you bought your house, why did you buy your home? That's one of the questions we ask people. Why do you buy your home? What appealed to you? And so we can kind of roll that into our thought process. If you have any further questions, you guys just reach out to visitwithmissy.com and fill out the little brochure or the little questionnaire there, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and don't hesitate to give us a shout.